What's happening, folks? It is time for the starting 11 prediction for tomorrow's game at home against Motherwell. Albeit still absolutely livid about Wednesday. I can't even be arsed coming on here and picking a starting 11 for this game tomorrow, to be totally honest with you. I'm so disappointed with Wednesday night. I think if you reflect on it, it's another terrible early exit in the Champions League. That's 3 years in a row now. We've not even been able to make the playoffs. I mean, you combine it last season with the Cluj game, the Copenhagen last 32 tie at home, and then that on Wednesday. The club is just miles off it in European football terms. I think, obviously, if we can analyse it, we've all analysed it till the death since Wednesday, and I'm sure it will continue, and it should continue, because I think if we want the club to advance and to be on an elite European stage, which it should be, given the size of the club, given the size of the fan base, given the stature, given the history, that's where the club should be. It's not where it is, and we should maintain this sort of frustration with it until it gets there. We know we're pursuing 10 in a row domestically. Domestically we've done brilliantly in the past few years, but the club is regressing every season in Europe. And to sum it up in Champions League terms, and in trying to get to the Champions League, some of the players aren't good enough, the recruitment hasn't been good enough, and the manager isn't good enough. That's the be all and end all. We keep making the same mistakes season after season in these knockout ties. It's alright to come out after the game and say, well, Neil Lennon actually came out and slated the players, pretended he was taking responsibility, and then slated some of the players for the attitude that don't want to be here and they're looking for moves away, which we've ridiculed Steven Gerrard for in the past. But then he came out in yesterday's press conference and said, I thought we played well, thought we dominated the game. I don't like to talk about stats, but look at the possession, the shots on target, all that stuff. Aye, brilliant. The same as Cluj, where we were in control and we thought we were dominating and we ended up losing it. The same as Copenhagen, where we were in control and we were dominating and we ended up losing it. And then the same again on Wednesday night. And you can put it down to a number of things. It's probably a combination of all of them. Is it tactical ineptitude? Is it a mentality problem? Going for Scottish football to playing in Europe? Are some of the players just not good enough? The recruitment certainly hasn't been good enough. You can look at the board as well. Okay, I think the responsibility for Wednesday night lies with Neil Lennon, but in recent seasons, the board haven't done themselves any favours in terms of getting the club to a Champions League level at all. So I think responsibility for it lies across everyone in the club, and I think if we can get 10 in a row this season, I think it's time to look at how the club is structured, how the club is run, and refresh it, because it's been the same for so long now and it's not working in terms of advancing Celtic in the context of European football. But to tomorrow's game, Motherwell will come into this one, no wins for their opening 5 in the league. They've actually started the season really poorly. They did get a 5-1 win against Glentoran in the Europa League qualifier on Thursday though, so that might have done their confidence a bit of good, but as I say, in the league they haven't started very well at all. 2 draws and 3 defeats. We've obviously completed the signing of David Turnbull, which I am happy with. I think David Turnbull's a good player. So much potential and growth in him. I'm excited to see him for Celtic. Again, I'm not sure 100% what his best position is, whether it's as a box-to-box sort of 8, or can he play as a 10. I know he's probably done both for Motherwell. A goal-scoring midfielder, which is really, really good. You can never have enough of them. I know midfield is probably the strongest area of the team, but I'm happy we've got him in. And Neil Lennon says that he'll be involved tomorrow. I think it'll probably be from the bench, but we'll see. In goals, it will be Barkas. Come in for a bit of criticism on the night, I think unfairly. I think with that defence in front of you and the way we defended, there's not a lot the goalkeeper can do. The first strike is absolutely brilliant into the side net, and the second one, the boy, okay, it might go under his legs at the near post, but the guy's 5 or 6 yards out, one-on-one, so you can't put too much blame on him. At right back, it was obviously El Ahmed. That was one I got right. I've spent weeks saying how he's more defensively reliable than Frimpong. But again, I don't know if he tired into the game, but we get beat over the top with a big clearance up the park, and he gets a foot to the ball. I know he's been booked, but he gets a foot to the ball. He should just clear it. He should slide in. If he's confident he's going to get a foot to the ball, slide in, put it out for a corner, just deal with it. He didn't. It was really, really poor defending. I fully expect Frimpong to start tomorrow. Frimpong did come on, as he always does, shows a lot of energy, driving runs forward, still needs to work on his end product, but he'll start tomorrow. Centre half, it'll be Julian and Aya. Beaton's apparently out with a little bit of strain. I don't know if he's going to train today, but because he's got that little niggle, it'll be Beaton and Ajer. Again, a lot of speculation about whether Ayer's one of these players that's trying to force a move away that Neil Lennon was talking about in his rant after the game. But we've not got any other centre halves, have we? So it'll be Julian and Ajer. At left back it'll be Greg Taylor, because we've not got any other left backs. Again, come in for criticism the other night, but he's all we've got there, so he'll start. In front of them, Scott Brown and Callum McGregor. Scott Brown, another one, massive criticism again the other night. Listen, I know that we all want to see a lot of changes in the midfield. We want to see, after a performance like that, we want to see the team ripped up and make 6 and 7 changes and try and shock everybody, but it's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. Scott Brown will almost definitely start tomorrow. Callum McGregor will play alongside him. In front of him, I think Olivier Ntcham will keep his place. I think overall a pretty decent performance for Olivier Ntcham. He was really unlucky with that strike early in the second half into the ground that came off the crossbar. Great technique. He played relatively well. I think he'll keep his place, and I'll explain why as we go further up the pitch. The right hand side, James Forrest, again ineffective the other night. Very, very little competition for him on the right hand side of the pitch though. He'll keep his place. El Yunusi, who was good the other night, he just didn't get a goal. The one time that he did add a proper end product to a move was that one where he was offside. I don't know if he was offside, it was tight, but it was a lovely move. Julian switched it to Taylor. Taylor played a great ball in. El Yunusi kills it into his path and then dinks the goalkeeper. It was absolutely beautiful. But other than that, and the other chances that he did get, he couldn't add a finish. So I think he will keep his place as one of the better performers the other night. And up front, Odsonne Edouard's still out. So I think Ryan Christie's going to start as the number 9. And I can feel you all behind the camera, like thinking, why would Ryan Christie be starting after making that mistake on Wednesday night? Well, I'll tell you why. If Patrick Klimala isn't match fit on Wednesday, he's not match fit on Saturday, and the same goes for Ajeti. If Ajeti wasn't match fit 3 days ago, he's no match fit now. And Neil Lennon says that Ryan Christie played well. He got the goal, as if getting a deflected goal for 20 yards justifies the fact that you've done your job as a number 9 when the team went on to lose the game and you missed chance after chance. But there you go. That's why I think Ryan Christie will start again as a number 9. Again, this is not the team that I would pick. This is the team that I think Neil Lennon will pick. Neil Lennon says that we played pretty well the other night. The performance was decent. We just didn't get the result because we made defensive errors. So I think Ryan Christie will start based on the fact that Ajeti and Klimala, if they weren't match fit on Wednesday, they can't be match fit now. That's the team I've went with. Like the video, comment your own thoughts below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We will be back tomorrow after the game. Live full-time reaction as always. Get involved with that. Cheers.